Isn't that just amazing to hear? It really, really is. How's it going, everyone? And we are back again with another live show, the match review and the player ratings from yesterday's draw against Leicester City. But by the title of the show, that felt like a win yesterday because Champions League football is back at St James's Park after 20 years. Can you believe it? Oh, my word. It is back, and what a night it was yesterday. It really, really was indeed. Oh, my word. I think we're going to concentrate more on the celebrations tonight than talking about the actual game itself. So, there you go. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy today's live match review and play ratings, hit the thumbs up. Of course, please smash the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel or if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. It is completely free to do so. And it does help make the channel grow as well. And again, the subscribers have been coming in as well. So a really massive thank you as well to those who've been subscribing, who are new to the channel and have smashed that subscribe button. Massive, massive thank you to everyone. And yeah, really, really appreciate that. And of course, hit the bell notification. It will let you know of any other live shows or any other pre-recorded videos that do get uploaded there to the channel as well. The bell button will notify you whether it's a live show or a pre-recorded video on the day. If you would like to donate, we have Super Chat available. And if you want to consider becoming a member for just 99p a month, just hit that join button to become a member for just 99p a month as well. So you all, once we get enough members, we will look into things like prize draws, etc. So do hit the join button if you want to become a member. 2 comments have come in from Andrew Arit. How are the lads? I can smell Italy. Absolutely we can, man. Absolutely we can. But just what incredible scenes yesterday. Absolutely amazing scenes at St James's Park yesterday. It was great to be there. As I mentioned, the performance-wise may have not been so great, but it was all about getting that point to secure Champions League football for next season. And that is exactly what we did. That is exactly what we did as well. The scenes at the end, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. You could tell what it meant to the players as well. A lot of our players were getting interviewed as well. And it was just amazing. Absolutely amazing it was yesterday. It was special to be there yesterday. Not to mention to see my club getting the Champions League for next season. We haven't been there since the Sir Bobby Robson days. He'll be looking down on us, all very proud of us. Look at what the players have done, what Eddie Howe and his staff have done, what the owners have done, shown the ambition as well and the investment to get us there for the next season. And again, that's who we give credit to for all of that. And that's where we are now. We are a club competing now. And that's what it's all about now in terms of our football club. We are competing now. And there you go. There you go. I'm celebrating tonight, says Andrew. Nice one, man. Absolutely. Just absolutely. It was just so great to be there. Just so amazing to be there. So, yeah. Yeah, but the performance-wise, it wasn't so great. I mean, I would say we were the better team. We had a lot of chances. We did take them. Unfortunately, we hit the bar post a few times. We did. Keeper Everson pulled off a great save to deny Isak. Mind you, me heart could have been right in my mouth there nearly when Nick Pope made that crucial save right at the end of the game. So, yeah. Do you know what? I think we were quite tired from the Brighton game, I must admit. So, I think that's what it could have been down to a lot. Leicester, they came up here to play for a point. They definitely came up here to play for a point. You could tell the way they played that they came up here to get a point. They got that point. So that goes down right to the final game of the season, where they determine whether they're going to go down or not. So yeah, but the emotions yesterday were just wow. Wow. And Lewis has popped up in the chat. I can't believe it. Champions League. Absolutely, man. It's just wow. Oh, it's just incredible. We haven't had this for such a very long time. We have, as I mentioned, that was the last time in the Champions League was under the Sir Bobby Robson days. The last time we were in Europe all together was that one season. It was that season under Pardew in the 2012-2013 season. We haven't had Europe since then, have we? Because our previous ownership didn't give a shit at all. And look what was happening to our football club. We were sinking like the Titanic. And yeah, but then we sell the club to an ownership that has ambition, has ideas, and has a project now going at this club to compete. And that is exactly the case. So there you are. It's not going to settle in until we play our first game at home. And by the way, our academy can play the UEFA Youth League as well. Yes, they can. They certainly can. David, I'll be watching the Champions League draw to see if we get the Champions League. Who do you fancy in the Champions League? Wow. Do you know what? Anybody would be great. We want to stop competing against these teams now. We really, really do. So, yeah. I don't mind who it is. Sir Bobby will be looking down so proud. He certainly will be. He certainly will be. Because he knows he got this club into Champions League football. And we have another manager that has also got us into Champions League football. We had Kevin Keegan. We've had Sir Bobby Robson. Now we have had Eddie Howe to get us into Champions League football for next season. Give that man a statue outside St. James's Park. He thoroughly deserves it. Look at the way he's got us this season. And that man deserves a statue all day long. The turnaround has been amazing, Peter. Big summer ahead. I'm confident the board will get it right. Absolutely. Soon as the season finishes, the club will got to get straight down to work in terms of getting ready for the transfers, because we are going to have to really do some business in the transfer market, because we are going to need the quality for next season. We are certainly going to need the quality next season to compete in this tournament. So, no doubt, the owners, I will be confident they will be doing that, planning for next season, and make sure what we have to do to make sure we have another fantastic season as well. Why not have one of the Milan teams at the San Siro? Because that would be amazing. Absolutely, it would be. We might have to get 11 players just to help. Possibility. Hey, Neymar is off to Man United. Lol. I'm not bothered about Neymar. He hasn't got an up-to-date attitude. And he'll be asking for ridiculous wages. So, no thank you. And again, that's a bad. If Ronaldo's has been a bad influence there since he went back there, that could well happen to Neymar as well. So that's why I'm glad I don't want to go in for players like them. So there you go. But yeah, Bruno. I mean, he could have been sent off yesterday. He really could have been sent off yesterday for that tackle. I know we were complaining when Andre Mariner, who by the way was shite yesterday, you've no doubt about that. Give Bruno, as soon as he made that tackle a yellow card, we were like, oh, you're kidding me. As soon as I seen the replay, I think he was very lucky there. That could have possibly been a red card, but It was a yellow, and there you go. He stayed on the pitch throughout the rest of the game, so we were very lucky with Bruno. We certainly were. I still can't get over it. We don't want to be a club like PSG. No, we don't. We really, really don't, do we? There you are. We thought Joe Linton was back in the game yesterday because he was announced in the starting team sheet, but he might have done something in the warm-up, which I haven't seen what happened or heard what's happened. But I've got the feeling he's probably done something in the warm-up and it made him not play yesterday. But Elliot Anderson come in, and do you know what? I thought Elliot Anderson did did well for me. I thought he really, really did pretty okay for me. I thought he wasn't too bad. I thought his drive on the ball was good. Okay, maybe his shots let him down a bit. Two of them, one went straight at the keeper, the other one was over the bar. But I thought he did really put himself about in that game yesterday. I really, really thought he did. Well, at least he knew about it with his injury and he didn't want to risk it. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. So that's why he probably didn't want to play yesterday. So maybe it's just a precaution on the Bruno red card. Yep, fair enough. Yep, it could have been given, couldn't it? But it wasn't. So, but soon as the season ends, Bruno needs to get that ankle sorted out of his. He really needs to get that sorted out for me. So I fell asleep about 4:30 this morning. Oh, it was after 12 when I got back. Well, it was before 12 when I got back. Then I went to bed straight after 12, and that'd be up at like 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I was feeling really exhausted this morning. But you know what? I had a right to be. Because of yesterday, it was just incredible. Absolutely incredible it was. And there was a lot of people, you could see the the emotionness from a lot of our fans on social media yesterday. And again, you can't blame them. I mean, it's just how we've transformed as a club. Look how badly we needed this takeover to happen. And it finally happened. And what the first season, the season we stayed up, but then this next season we were challenging something. And we've got Champions League football. Again, we could talk about the Carabao Cup, getting to the final. Maybe, okay, not winning it. But yeah, at least we'll be playing on Sundays. Next season, it'll actually be Saturdays. Champions League games normally are on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. So the Saturday games will be there, unfortunately, you would say. So yeah, it's normally Sunday after Europa League games. That's when the games in the Premier League play. But St James's Park on a Tuesday or Wednesday night is just going to be mind blowing. It really, really is. Personally, I think it is for scrap the FA Cup and run the EFL Cup and just concentrate. Hopefully, we'll have another good cup run next season as well. We've really, really got to. That fact is, we're here to compete now. That's the club we are now. And to get the Champions League is just amazing. Shows we have competed to get something for next season. And yes, that is exactly what we got. So there you are. As I mentioned, the chances we had the first off, which we should have scored. I mentioned we hit the post at times. We hit the bar as well, which was unlucky. So we had chances in the game. We did have chances in the game. We just didn't take them. As I mentioned, I think we were quite tired possibly from the Brighton game. We could get Maddison. We certainly could still. War flags, it's going to be interesting with Champions League. Like, it certainly is going to be. There'll be a lot of ideas from them planned for next season. You can just see that, can't you? You can just see that for sure. they'll have something rolled up their sleeves for next season to get, and it'll be very, very interesting. It really will be. Cannot wait. We need to get. Hopefully, we'll get the confirmation when we can renew our season ticket soon, as well. So, yeah. Hopefully, we get notified about that soon. Newcastle shifts with Champions League badge on. It's going to be epic to see. It certainly is, isn't it? It really, really will be. And that's why it's going to be special next season. It really, really is. Oh. But you want to send a message to Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley, look what you've missed out on. But he wouldn't have cared. He wouldn't have cared anyway, because you know what his ambitions were at this club. He needed out the door, and we needed brand new ownership. Added UEFA Champions League money along with new sponsors, it will help us a lot. It certainly will. It really, really will. My mum has had an email about my season ticket because I have to do mine a bit earlier because mine is a disabled season ticket. Yeah, I remember you saying, Lewis. So, but hopefully the rest of the fans will get confirmation soon, because I am definitely renewing next season. No doubt about that. So there you go. Oh, so we've still got a few months to wait before the new season, but that's going to come round quickly for me. Next month we'll get the fixtures will get drawn out. Who will get in the group stages of the Champions League as well, and also in the cups as well, with the Carabao Cup first. And yeah, I will be doing a mine 1,000,000%. It's season ticket. It's going to be like gold, dust, and tickets for the Champions League night. Absolutely, yes. Well, I'll be at the home games for those as well. So, oh, you can just feel it now, can't you? UEFA will grant Newcastle permission to put UEFA Champions League bags on the shirts in the summer. They've got to, because we're in it now. We're in it. And yeah, that's what it's all about now. We are in the Champions League. And now it's going to be interesting to see whether Man United or Liverpool's going to miss out on the other spot now, isn't it? So, yeah. Champions League, says Louis. Absolutely. If only Archer was there yesterday, because it would have been so funny. It really would have been so funny. So, yeah. The champions, says Lewis. Absolutely, man. You go to any UEFA Champions League games? I'll try to, but it's not going to be cheap, though. That's the problem. It's not going to be cheap at all, because you need ticket for the game. You'll need travel on top of that as well, and accommodation as well. The anthem, oh my god, that I'm dreaming about here and that. I just played it at the beginning during the show. So if you haven't just caught the beginning of the show, do so. then you'll get to see me playing the anthem as well. Not too long, so I don't get breached for copyright. But yeah. Lewis, welcome Luca into the chat as well. But do you know what? Who cares about copyright in a minute? Yeah, absolutely. So do you know what? Final game, I wouldn't mind. If any are rest players, then I wouldn't mind that. We've got the job done, and it's all about that. And so I don't mind about changes for Saturday, for Sunday. Sorry. So yeah. But yeah, the draw felt like a win yesterday, as I mentioned. And there you go. And we'll be seeing some of these top clubs in there, which I cannot wait and compete with these as well. So I will just play the kids style, or there'll be some rotation. So possibly ASM could come in. Gordon may come in. Who else? Target maybe as well. Mankio or Ashby if he's fit. So yeah. It's just going to be out. That's why I wouldn't mind the changes for Sunday. We've got the job done now. We could try and end the last game on a high, but 70 points. 70 points this season. Maybe Dubravka will be in goal. Maybe, you just never know. You just never know at all, do you? You just never know. Oh, but we've got to talk about, as I mentioned, again, the scenes from yesterday. Absolutely incredible. It was great to see, of course, our owners with the during the half time, where whoever win will donate to the food banks. Some cracking goal shots of Jamie, who managed to get a couple in, didn't he? So that was cool and funny. But again, go to a great cause as well, which is just great. Why not give some players who haven't had much game time a run out, possibly? Yeah. This match is brought to you by Just Eat and MasterCard, UEFA Champions League sponsors, absolutely. The 10 crown will do a massive for the food bank. Yeah, absolutely, it will be. You're doing a live show on Friday? Absolutely. Absolutely. I certainly will be doing the show for Friday. But Lewis just auto-corrected himself. That 10 grand will do well for the food bank. It certainly will be. Certainly will be. You should change your background for that one, just for the Champions League bars on the back of Friday. Do you know what? Not a bad idea. I could just do that. So, so that sounds like a good idea. Hey, Lewis, absolutely. Of course, we'll do the player rating still for the show. So remember to get yours in when we get to that point. because this is what we do on the shows as well. And let us know how you thought the players did yesterday. We definitely were in the game. You can't see we weren't. Or the Champions League badge over St James's Park. Not a bad idea. You could say that as well. Oh yeah, lads, the champions absolutely hasn't sunk in yet. We've waited so long. I've got 2 tickets for Paradise. Won't pack your bags for Champions League tonight. I've got 2 tickets to Paradise, says Ashington. Oh, just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Philip's just popped up in the chat. Hope you're well, Philip. Absolutely, I am. But yeah, let us know, guys, if you just tuned in. How are you feeling still? Has it sunk in yet? What were the emotions like yesterday? Well, the lads were good. Just annoying to watch Leicester part the bus, which they did. Yeah, we need to learn to break teams like that now. They'll be more free next season. Yeah, we just need the extra squad depth to do that. So, because of the draws we've had, that's what we've had a lot of draws because, again, the squad depth has not been there at times. But hopefully, there'll be next season for that. Because that's just brilliant to be back in the Champions League. Absolutely, it is. Hope they go down for just playing that way. Well, I know we like Everton to go down. It felt like we were trying to walk the ball in the net. We were trying to do that at times again. How many players do you reckon we could get this summer? Oh, quite a. It wouldn't surprise me if it was like. I would say definitely more than 5. You would see. Definitely more than 5. Need to confirm. Yep. It looks like we're walking the. Oh, I've just read that one. Getting Champions League just makes me look forward to the summer even more. Absolutely, yes. Looks like Leeds and Leicester are good as gone. Now, because we have the Champions League status, yep. Absolutely. Absolutely indeed. We're definitely going to need as much quality as we can. Go to get more games. Yeah, totally agree. 4 or 5 players for me, says Toonami. Yeah, absolutely. Just shows what a difference a year and a half has made to our club again. Yeah. Who's it down to? The ownership. Nick Pope in the middle of a goal. Nick Pope. Yeah, absolutely. With that crucial save at the end of the game was just for. It's just too exciting to not talk about who we could sign right now. Absolutely. We're just enjoying the celebration still. And we've got where we are for a reason. And there you go. Steve Bruce will be saying he told Eddie how coaching tips to do the same. Bollocks, man. Steve Bruce, he's a forgotten memory of this club now, Steve Bruce. He can say all the thing he wants and still not take any responsibility for how drab it wasn't him. Tills think Kiratini will be the first one through the door. Yep. There's still talks he could well be. Nick Pope didn't get much of the match on Sky Sports. He didn't have nothing to do apart from one save, did he? Hopefully we can keep up this process in the future seasons with the right signings. Absolutely. Totally, yes. I'm the best manager in the Premier League. Oh God. Steve Bruce, that would be typical Steve Bruce if he was to come out with things like that. I meant to say Nick Pope to get man of the match on Sky. No, he didn't. I would have given it to him for the save he pulled off. So, yeah. Oh, Coffee's in the chat now. Hope you're well, Coffee. Leicester get man of the match. Oh. Yeah. Right then, we'll do the player ratings now then. So remember to get yours down in the live chat. You've got to give them high ratings still from yesterday. No one had a really poor game at all. So there's got to be some high ratings still from yesterday's game. So let's start off with in the middle of the goal, Nick Pope. And that save yesterday was just wow. Wow. Imagine if that went in, that would have been an absolute heartbreaker. But it didn't. He had that kept that out. And right at the end of the game, what a save that was. What a save that was. I know he had now to do else throughout the rest of the game, but for that save in particular, Nick Pope, I'm giving a 9 for that because that save was just top draw. To keep that out was just incredible. So Nick Pope, I'm giving a 9 easily. Like, I really wanted 3 points, and it was proper frustrating in here watching Leicester part of the bus, but I'm still happy he's out getting Champions League. Do you know what? It didn't matter. The fact is, we've got it now, and there you are. That's the main thing. We've got it. Pope 9 for saving the day, absolutely. A lot of fans today say Bruno escaped red card because we paid the refs. We got lucky this season. We will finish bottom half of the next season, spend 300 million on Arab money, so much salt. Just the bitterness is just... The fact is, what's you going to see? Well, you can have a word with yourselves because look at what your manager's been putting it down to. Oh, but the pitch wasn't right and things like that. Well, there you are. That's what you have. Liverpool haven't had a really good save of the season. Pope a 9. Pope a 10 out of 10 clean sheet. Amazing save, says Coffee. So there you are. Okay, then. Well, let's go to the back four now. So Kieran Trippier, right back. And you know what? I thought Trippier had a very good game yesterday as well. I mean, his defender was good. His passer was fine. Really good for me as well. Maybe again, the set pieces were a little bit off at times. But I thought Trippier did what he did yesterday for me. I really thought that. So I'm going to give an 8 for Kieran Trippier. I thought he did very well yesterday for me. Trips an 8. Yep. I saw Liverpool make complaints about their match against Villa too. They completely forget most of their decisions that get them the points of VAR. Absolutely. As you mentioned, they're a fine one to talk. The amount of decisions they've got away with. And there's been a lot of them. Trippier an 8, Trippier an 8, Joe Trippier 9, sorry, an 8. Only football we have after Sunday is Soccer Aid, lol, and England, Southgate ball as well. So, you are. Okay, then, centre-backs. First of all, Fabian Schär, and again, the same. Very solid, did what he had to do as well, didn't he? So, there you go. He's had a brilliant season, Fabian Schär. He really has, hasn't he? So, yep. And that'd be great to see. Hopefully, the same next season from Fabian Schär as well. So, yeah, also, I'm going to say an 8 for Fabian Schär as well. Just realised the Youth League will be played at the Blue Themes Stadium because they cannot play at the stadium. All right, then. Liverpool and Everton both annoyed. Yep. Fabian Schär a 7. Okay, don't think I'm into watching Southgate ball after all football this season. Can't watch more of that boring stuff. Don't blame you at all. Okay, then alongside him, Sven Botman, and again the same did what he had to do. I really, really thought again his defensive work was really, really good again. His passing a lot of the time was really, really good as well. Maybe one that went out for a throw-in, but that was it. The rest was all good for me. I thought, what a signing he's been, Sven Botman. And again, that's another one of the reasons why we are where we are as well. So I'm going to see an 8 for Botman as well. Normally they play the training ground for the UEFA Youth League UEFA. Botman a 7 instead of 9, and an 8. Okay, and the last one at the back four was Big Dan Burn. And again, the same. Very solid. Did what he had to do as well. And we know he's not the long-term future there now. It'll be a lot different next season because I believe we will be getting a new left back for next season. But Dan Burn has done what he's done this season. He's done very well in that position. He really, really has. Maybe there's been we have had a lot of worries about him, but you trust Eddie Howe to make sure he gets the job done. And that's the main thing as well. So I've got to say it was another really good performance from Dan Burn yesterday. So I'm going to go with an 8 for him as well. I really, really am. Chelsea are pushing for Osherman. What on earth is Bolly doing? Exactly. Oh, Osherman's a player I'd love as well. Anyone see the multiple long passes between Burn and Trippier? Yes, I did. Botman deserves Potts, sadly, Holland. Oh, yeah, player of the season. I know what he means. So sadly, Holland will get that probably. Well, we'll see. Burn a 9, Burn an 8. Big Dad Burn an 8, Burn a 7. Big Dad has done brilliant for us. He has. So I've given him the 8. So there you go. Okay, then. The next, so we'll go to the 3 midfield out. Start off with Bruno. He had that chance in the second half, which he hit the woodwork, didn't he? That was the thing. So, but you know what? It was not. It was a pretty okay. I think he looked tired for me, Bruno, yesterday. That was the thing. Get that ankle seen too. Make sure it's all fully okay, and then we'll see him back to what he's very, very best for next season. No doubt about that for sure. I'm going to say a 7 for Bruno. So, yeah, I'm going to say a 7 for Bruno. Bully should say this player named Jurgen Klopp. Oh, God, for Liverpool. Get in there. Archer can finally say Champions League. Champions League. Definitely have a chance of winning it. Yeah, absolutely. Bruno 7 only because he skipped the red card. 6, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, I think 7's fair enough. Yeah, for Bruno, I think Dan Burn will retire Newcastle in a few years. Do you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if he does as well, because he wanted to play for his boyhood club, and that's what he's doing now, isn't he? So you are right then. The next one into midfield, and he was back yesterday, and that was Sean Longstaff. And again, yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. Did what he had to do. His runs were okay. His passing was okay. He had a chance as well, which it was saved by the keeper. Oh, to me, should he have looked to have gone for the far corner for that one? He probably looked to have shut off for me. But Longstaff's been out with an injury. That's the problem. So there you are. Hopefully, he has a big break, which he deserves, and he's all ready for the new season next season as well. Longstaff's been one of the most improved players at this football club as well. So there you go. So I'm going to say a 7 for Sean Longstaff as well for yesterday as well. So yeah, 7 Longstaff, Longstaff a 6. Broke down some crucial attacks he did. 6 for Longstaff. Longstaff a 7. Looking more fresh at least, had a few slips. Yeah, he did, didn't he? So yeah. Right then, the last one in the midfield was actually this man, Ellie Anderson. Do you know what? I thought that was a decent performance from Ellie Anderson. I thought there was at times he made some good runs. I thought his skill on the ball was really, really good. I thought at times as well. Maybe the finishing wasn't so there, the one which was saved, and then he fired over the bar. But do you know what? It was Elliot Anderson's chance to shine. Just shame Forrest, an idiot called Paul Tooney, ruled out his goal at Forest. So There you go. I'm going to say a 7 for Elliot Anderson as well. I thought he did very well. Big Dan Burn has played for his local team and to retire. Playing for your local team must be a dream come true. Absolutely. Who else did that? You know who. Anderson an 8, a 9, a 7, a 7, a 9. Anderson is ready for first team football. Yeah, absolutely. So there you are. Right then, now let's go now into the attacking three now. So we are going to start off with Miggy. Skill-wise on the ball, but I'll just say the shooting boots weren't there from him, I thought, yesterday. That was the thing. So that was the only thing that really let Miggy down was his shooting boots weren't there, unfortunately, yesterday as well. But, yeah, Miggy has been great this season. 11 goals, which is incredible as well. So, yeah. So I'm going to say a 7 for Miggy. I think his skill on the balls was really good. It's just the shooting wasn't there, unfortunately. That was the thing. So, also, Addison, the knock in the game before I heard you mentioned, not so bad, absolutely. Shearer against Sunderland. 6, 6, 7 for Miggy for the effort. Elmer on a 6. Shearer open left towel was amazing. Yeah, it certainly was, wasn't it? That was just incredible. It really, really was, definitely. So, there you are. Right then, so on to the left-hand side, and that was Isak. And very good yesterday from him as well. Very unlucky not to score as well. He had that chance, which was a really good save by Everson. But, yeah, hopefully we'll see it's back to him centre, possibly for the last game, or a lot next season for me as well. I mean, he's done well to reach 10 goals this season, hasn't he? Despite him having that injury, which ruled him out for a long time. But yeah, I think hopefully we're gonna see Isak get better and better at this club as well. We really, really are, definitely. So I'm gonna say an 8 for Isak. I thought it was very good from him yesterday. 8 Isak. So people said 8-1. We've had 1-9 there. And from Isak. Isak is clear of Liverpool's 85 million spooners. Absolutely, yeah. Leicester 11 players, Morgan, Isak, Wilson, Miggy, Anderson, Longstaff, and Bruno. They did, didn't they? People said Isak at 8. Yeah, absolutely. Right then, the last front in the middle. And of course, that was Callum Wilson. And he did have the shooting boots on yesterday, did he, Callum Wilson? The chances he should be scoring them. He really should be scoring them for me, and when he didn't, unfortunately. So yeah. I mean, those were the chances that were right in front of goal as well. So I'm going to say a 6 for Callum Wilson. And that is because he had probably the easiest chances out of a lot of our players, which he should have been scoring, in my opinion. Oh, damn it. Did have the shoot boots on yesterday. And that was the thing that let him down. So, yeah. So I'm going to say a 6 for Wilson. I'll put one's gone with a 5, one's gone with a 6. So, yeah, there you are. Okay, then. So we'll now get into the substitutes now. So we'll definitely get into those now. So the first substitution, which we only made 3. I can't wait to buy a Champions League program, says Lewis. I bet you can't too. So the first substitution was ASM, and he wasn't too bad when he come on ASM, I thought. Made some good runs. Maybe should have crossed the ball in a lot more sooner, I thought. There was a lot of time he turned to try and get it onto his right foot. I thought at times he could have possibly used his left foot for me. So, yeah. So I'm going to probably say a 6 for ASM as well. I mean, when he came out in the 60-odd minute, But he wasn't too bad. I thought ESM yesterday, so a lot of people are saying a 6-1 or 5. Maxi was alright at 6, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, next substitution. Ireland 7 maximum, yeah. Okay, the next substitution, that was Jacob Murphy. And again, the same, not too bad. To do an awful lot at times when he come on. I thought, but he's been really improved this season, Jacob Murphy. He really, really has, hasn't he? So, yeah. So I'm going to say probably a 6 for Murphy as well. So, well, yeah, Mason's just popped in. Harry, hope you well, Mason. 5, 6 Murphy, and you're 6, yeah, absolutely. Jacob a 4, okay. He did do an awful lot, did he, as well? So there. The last player that did come on was Anthony Gordon, but he came on with very little time remaining. That was the problem. So I'm not going to mark him, or I'll just go down the middle, go with a standard 5. So because he came on with very little time remaining, unfortunately. Yeah, some people are not saying not applicable because how much left he came on as well. So there you go. Right then. So that's all the players that were rated. Say a 5 of 5 because he did do a lot when he come on, did he? So you all right then. Just a few left to rate now. What did PD think of Madison yesterday? I thought he was very quiet when he came on. I didn't think he did much. I thought at times, James Madison, did he? Vardy did sod all. He did sod all from Vardy yesterday. I thought so, yeah. Okay. Right, it's, as I mentioned, yeah, we still have a few, some more to rate, don't we? So I may as well get him out of the way, and that's Andre Mariner. I'm sorry, but he is a dreadful referee. He is a shocking referee. Yesterday, there was a lot of decisions which should have, and he didn't even blow up for them. That was the thing. He needs to retire from refereeing. He hasn't got the pace to keep up with a game of football now. That is the thing, and he's really poor for me. He needs to call it a day now. So 1, I'm going to give Andre Marino 1 because he was terrible. What about Barnes? He wasn't too bad. Well, Leicester team of crap that didn't do much. James Madison might be it. What will he be like playing with the club? Yeah, hopefully we get him. 1-0 referee a -50. The referee give them everything for taps. Bloody idiot. 2 out of 10 because he's so Newcastle bias. 1 too generous. Needs a -10. Yeah, you could say that absolutely. He was dog shit. He was absolute dog shit. That's why I'm giving the 1. Right then, onto our fan base, and they get a 10. They get a 10 because we kept going throughout the game. And the noise we made at the end of the scenes was just incredible as well. Because that is what our fan base all's about. That's what we are about, is our fan base. And that's going to be mind blown in the Champions League as well. It's going to be mind blowing, the atmosphere in the Champions League as well. So, cannot wait for next season. So there you are. So fans get a 10 as always. Fans a 10. But to hear the Champions League song once the players come out of the tunnel. Bonds about us in Diaby. Ferland, Mendy, Thuram. And I can't pronounce the other 2 names. And the 10, Vardy needs to retire. He's old and slow. He is. He hasn't got the legs for the Premier League now, has he? 10, and 100 just for the end of the Champions League. Wall flags for a massive display. What was the halftime challenge? It was a thingy between What was Jamie Rubin? We had Mia Dad as well, and we also had El Rumayan, the chairman as well, taking shots, trying to get in the net to try and raise money for the food bank. Is that's what they were doing at half time. So there you go. Okay, then final one to do. And that's War Manager Eddie Howe. Oh, and what can you say? He went with the lineup that he thought would work. I know we didn't score, but we were still in the game. We still had chances, didn't we? Which was incredible. And yeah, there you are. Do you know what? I'm giving Eddie Howe 10 out of 10 because he's booked us in the Champions League for next season. He's got us there. And that's why I'm giving Eddie Howe the 10. So there you go. Did 80 today to Michael Owen, horrible man? Absolutely, yeah. He was a hope Leicester Everton. Hope Leicester go down. Everton can't get back up. Same with Everton. Game. Come on, Everton lose and let's Leeds win their game. Eddie Howe 11. It says showing us the half-time challenge. They showed us Michael Owen and some other pundits. Oh, 8. Michael Owen, horrible man. Absolutely. I like coffee. They never ever show the half-time challenge. No, and they don't do the. I'm off, Pierre. Now take care of you as well, Philip. Thanks for tuning in, Philip. Really, really appreciate as well. It was Ginola. Yes, Ginola was in one of them as well. Ginola was definitely there. They should lol. Who wants to see Michael Wood? Absolutely. So there you are. But yes, we're in the Champions League for next season. Just incredible. Before I started work, yeah. So yeah, Champions League football is back. It's just amazing. We are back where we are. And oh, I cannot wait for next season. Next season's gonna be so great as well. We've gone from a club battle relegation to a team now back to competing something. You missed my message before that, or did I? Yes, David Ginola. So media just whining about Bruno red card should get a red. They mention all the decisions for Liverpool. Yeah, up the offset by us by beating the cartel. Absolutely. So there you are. There you go. So we'll just start to draw the show to a close very, very soon now. What a season it has been. I know we've got one more left, but we got it. We guarantee Champions League football for next season. And it's just great to see that as well. Bobby Robson will be looking down one. We're so proud. And Eddie Howe, I believe he's going to do well for us in the Champions League next season if he gets the right players. Then he needs to compete as well. So there you are. What players would you like to see, whether realistically or not? Just ones that you really like to see in the summer. Diaby's one of them, Musa Diaby. So that would be cracking to see players like him through the door. No, I got a fist pump by Madison husband before I start work. Nice one, getting a fist pump off me, Dad. I fancy beating Chelsea up, Man, you lose to keep them third. Treble coming next season. All the salt from Liverpool fans will help Jurgen with his teeth whitening. Oh, God almighty. Hey, good grief, man. Good grief. Well, then, as I mentioned, we're going to start to draw the show to an end. Oh, wait a minute. Not just yet. And I would like to see DRB as well in a COD. Sabozlai as well, yeah. Possibility as well. Well, then, here we go again. Because we've got it again for next season. I'm going to draw the show to an end. So here we go again. There we go. Again, just so I don't get clamped down on copyright for that. But absolutely amazing. And we'll be hearing that at St. James's Park next season. I'll see you later. Champions League. Unbelievable, says Lewis. So there you go. Absolutely. Just incredible, man. Just absolutely incredible. We are back where we are after being 20 years away from the competition. We're back finally. Just amazing to see. What a season it has been. Oh, and next season's going to become very interesting as well. We need new speakers now in the stadium. Oh, you think so, Lewis? I'm not sure. I don't mind. The current one on the tannoy. But we'll wait and see. Tried to learn the Champions League anthem, but found it's not entirely in English, so we'll learn Joe Linton's version, okay? 20 years, can't believe it, man. I was just a little kid back then. Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Well, then, guys, what we got coming up on there for the shows this week. So, yes, preview to the Chelsea game. There'll be the live watch along on the Sunday as well with that. Hopefully, Mr. Sinclair will be with me for that as well. Match review and the player ratings, most likely on the same day as well. Friday night as well. A preview will most likely be Thursday. Friday, my crazy show, Paddy's Football Live Show. So get yourselves on for that on Friday. Link will be pinned in the live comments. We'll definitely be talking about majority will be one thing, and that's the Champions League. So there you go. So get yourselves on Friday as well. We'll have the food pictures, obviously, of course, and any comments about Klopp. And you know what, and any others, and you'll be a certain somebody will be in the chat, giving Archer, you know what, as well. So, you know, yep. So keep your eye out for that on Friday as well. Get yourselves on for Friday. It'd be great to see you. 20 years. Can't believe it, man. I was just a little kid back then. I was still in high school the last time we were in the Champions League. Would you believe it? I'm 24 August. I can't remember being in the Champions League. Oh, I bet you can. We can have a Chelsea that will not be parking the bus like Leicester. We played mid-concise winning 2-0, yeah. The season has passed so fast. It certainly has, hasn't it? Season has flown way over. And Lewis has just mentioned the person. Yeah, there you are. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. So there you go. Well, guys, again, remember, if you have enjoyed, please, of course, hit the thumbs up. Please, of course, hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. And it does help make the channel grow as well. And again, it's all you guys as well that do help make this channel grow. And look where we are as a channel. The subscribers, we had quite a few lot of subscribers coming yesterday, which was brilliant. Again, massive thank you to all of you who have done that. Really, really appreciate the support. as always, and your support's always important to help make this channel grow, as well as always. And of course, hit the bell notification because it will let you know of any other live shows or any other pre-recorded videos on the channel as well. Hit the bell button will notify you whether it's a live show or a pre-recorded video on the day. So do the bell. So please do hit that bell button for you to be notified as well. Feel free to donate to the channel if you would like to do so. And again, feel free to become a member for just 99p a month. Once we get enough members in, we will look into things like prize draws, etc. So there you are. There you are. Let's just rattle these for these last comments. Granny has been making appearances on Paul's watch along with Irani Granny. I've seen that as well. It's getting stupid, but in a funny way. Yeah, that's it. That's what my Friday show has become. It's become a laugh now, hasn't it? So that's what it's all about. You got to have a nice bit of laugh and carry on at times. So there you go. Reckon we would do better than people think in the Champions League. Never underestimated us. We skipped an almost impossible relegation. They got Champions League one season later. Yeah, absolutely. We are building mint. Absolutely, says Ashington. We certainly are. And Lewis says, I'll see you later. So there you are. Well, guys, do enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll see you later. Take care of yourselves. Oh, one comment. 8 years ago, Mike actually said in a post-match interview that he wanted us to get into the Champions League and win trophies. No one cares about Mike Ashley anymore. He fucked this club up so badly and couldn't get the Champions League because, well, you know why and things like that. So he is a distant memory now. So that's all we're gonna say on about that. So there you are. But anyway, guys. Again, it's just coffee's just coming with comments. Says bye, PD and all. Cheers so much for tuning in, coffee. Well, guys, again, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you all later. And yes, we are back. Champions League, Champions League, Champions League. See you later, guys. Take care.